Okay, it looks like I'm live, and I'm gonna head on over to YouTube so I can see things the way you guys see things. And here I am. Okay. So, since it's just me, I get to choose the magazine. I think I'm gonna do this one right on top, actually. Move the big pile off the table. And I'll just get started. I'm, of course, going to take Did You Know? How could I not? And that'll be start. So here's some cruise pictures. We'll go ahead and take those. Although I don't think anybody in their right mind would take a cruise right now. They don't seem to be having good stuff going on for cruises right now, health-wise. Okay. You know what? I'm going to peel this label off, and I'm going to take that picture of the concierge die. You know, I think that might be fun to have. So I'll peel the label off and get that. Hi, Loretta. How are you today? Hope you're having a good afternoon. That's probably enough of the label. I'm just here harvesting some magazines. Nothing too exciting. I didn't get on earlier, you know. Been sleeping kind of late and had a paper batch to make, so I'm doing good. Just, you know, I'm going to take the word difference there, and I'll probably keep the word Viking. Might need it someday. You never know. So I just thought I'd pop on and do a little bit of magazine harvesting. See if anybody else was hanging out. I know a lot of people are at Katie's sale, or I think there might be something going on with the pink poodles, but I'm not sure. So, but I try to get on at least a little bit every day if I can. I didn't yesterday because Alice was having her sale. And, you know, that's an important thing. So take that picture. You don't often see the word hospitality in a magazine. I think I'll keep that. So we really spent all day yesterday working on the sale. In the evening, packaging up things, and Alice was doing invoices. Oh, nice. What kind of books did you pick up? I love books. I'd love to hear what you got. Yeah. Books are always fun. The hardest part is always getting the pages out for me. I think that's the hardest part. And then we got it this morning, and there's labels to print and things to get ready. I made a new batch of yellow dye for my paper. I got all the paper in it before I got on here. I just finished that up. And I've got batches of coffee and tea going as well. One is named Great Wildlife Search. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Is it a grown-up book or is it a kid's book? Either way, it's probably really cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. Either one. I'm going to keep this picture because it's kind of pink and it's got some fun balloons in it. Could be fun. Could be fun. Ooh, I got to keep the word sanctuary. But here's the phrase, celebrate every day, so I'll take that. Gotta have the word sanctuary. So I did keep busy for the earlier part of today. What I really need to do is clean off my desk. I've just been piling stuff up there. And just leaving it there, so there's stuff piled all over everywhere on my desk. It's kind of a cute picture. Ooh, animals, birds, butterflies. Nice. That's a good one right there. I bet you're having a lot of fun harvesting that. Very nice. I'm going to take We Love You Too and the word traveler. Traveler is a good word. Are you going to use it for embellishments and stuff? For art cards? What are you going to do with your harvested pages? Okay, we'll take that. I'm going to try and get the words separate from, I want the word dream. I don't want to lose the moon in the picture. Got that. Nice. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. It sounds like a good one. Oops. I didn't go the way I wanted it to. All right. So that's a girl writing I don't think it's a Komodo dragon, but it is a lizard of some kind. That'll be fun in a collage. There's a lot of little pictures here. I like the one with the octopus and the big fish on the wall. I'll take that one for sure. Hey, JD, how are you? What you up to today? I got going a little bit later today than usual, so I had to. Every dream fulfilled. That's a good phrase. Take that. Hey, Janie, how are you? I do a lot of collage work, just for fun, and I use them in my personal journals. I like to have them for so I typically journal in a composition book, and then I'll add the pictures into the pages before I start. And that way, as I write, I just put in things in the book that makes me happy. And so it makes journaling a little bit more fun. Because after you make the book and you let it sit for a little while, which is typically what happens, I usually have them prepared ahead of time to when I'm going to need it. When I get close to finishing a book, I have already typically got one made. So I just put them in there. And it's things I find that are fun. So as I journal, you forget something, housekeeper. Lots of rain for Janie. Oh, yes, that is a housekeeper. You're right. Oops. I'm taking his arms looking like that. I'm thinking I can put it, make something creepy out of it for Macabre Mixed Media. We'll definitely take the housekeeper. Well, good for rain for Janie. Yay, yay. I'm good, Janie. I'm doing good. I started a batch of yellow today. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I'll keep that whole picture for now. That's a nice one. Probably go in the middle of a journaling spread in my journal. Okay, we're definitely going to take the words fight mode. And I kind of like that window. I think it's a window. Nope, it's a round door because I can see that it's open from inside to outside. That's kind of cool. Happy Friday the 13th to you too. We'll take off the words multiple exposure because of course. And then we'll keep this guy on the other side here. Okay. Ooh, I kind of like that. I think I'll keep that. But I also do want love your heart. Oh, I'm going to have to take the guy because the words love your heart are right in the middle of his face. So I'm making the choice. I'm keeping the guy. And I like her triangle earrings too. I'm going to keep her. That is a big earring though. Whoops, whoa. That one tried to run away. Okay. You were thinking it was Saturday, but no. Here it is, Friday the 13th. Let's see. I want the word experience. And maybe I'll take the word scorecard. That might be good. And then I can't actually imagine wanting to use the golfer guy. but maybe. It's a nice picture. I'll keep it for now. Hey, Lady Wolf, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Been thinking good thoughts about you. Okay, I like the phrase, can you, up here. I'm keeping that. And then it says, yes, you can down here, but I want to take your world your way from this side. And I think I want the picture of the lady and the man. But I definitely want your world your way. All right. And I think I'm going to take this pictures of this boats right here.
Okay.
What?
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
What'd I do?
One of these ghost hunters just freaked out and ran out of the room because he saw a face.
Uh-huh.
And then they finally get him back in the room.
Uh-huh.
First he saw a face. It was a fucking mirror.
Perfect. So, Els is over there doing work. And zoning out with some videos. She likes to watch, well, she watches a very wide variety of things. At the moment, she seems to be working between Hitler stuff and ghost hunter things. Janie says, hi, Bima.
Hi.
Lady Wolf says, hi, Els.
Hi, Lady Wolf. Hello, hello, hello.
And you know it's Friday the 13th, of course.
It is.
Okay, let us be your guide is definitely something I want to take.
I was taking stuff. You're always gimme.
I'm a taker. What can I say? I just try to throw the words away and keep the scrap, though. Not a finer moment right there. I think I'll take these little wooden boats right here.
Okay, back to my creepy show.
Okay, you creep it out. That guy was a pansy if he ran from his own reflection. Just saying. Although I've been scared of nothing at all in my own home, so. She has gone off into Ghost Hunter Land. So they're working on her traveler's notebooks. The fun zombie girls, the sugar skull girls, and I kind of like the table. Maybe I'll take the table. And I do like the chandelier hanging from the tree, so I'm going to take that. Oops. It's going to have to be trimmed up a little bit later. We'll take the words off the top here. I don't seem to have good tearing mojo today. We'll just take the end off that because that's ridiculously long. I'll have to can I have a piece of tape? Nope, I can't because she's got her. I'll just tape this on the back here and fix that up, but I like the chandelier hanging from the tree. Found a Halloween catalog online for free. Ooh. Ooh, would you share links with me by any chance, Lady Wolf? I'd love it if you could. I am always looking for stuff like that. I like the stairway over here. I think I'll keep the stairway. I think I'm drawn to anything with circles and arches in it. I think that's what's going on here. Cool. Thank you, Lady Wolf. I bet that they will be awesome when they arrive. I can't wait to see what you find. Travel stress-free with CBD. Okay. I think I'm going to take this this over here with the, just for the pattern. And maybe I'll take the hand too. I'll fussy cut around it later on. You will share all your secrets. Okay, we'll take the naked lady meditating. That's awesome. That did not work out the way I wanted it to. I wanted the words to come off. Fooey. All right. See if I can do this without ripping her head off. I'm going to take the sides off too, I think. There. Okay. I kind of screwed up the words, but I'll take everything above your mind because I can cut those apart and use those separately. Most of them. Probably not quite all of them. So what are you guys going to do for the, well, obviously you're hanging out online for the evening. Do you guys have any weekend plans? Anything fun going on like that? Kind of like that church there. Maybe it's a church. I don't know. It looks churchy. Kind of like that right there. I think I'll keep that. Janie has none. The baby's saying no. Somebody's having a moment. I'm going to take the Love's Company. And I need to clean my area the rest of the way. I still have a box. Oh, I have tons of images. One of these days, we're just going to have a sorting day. Oh, I bet Big Dog does wear you out a lot. I can only imagine. I'll keep this picture here. I'll trim it up later. I'll cut a little bit around it so I have room to use the cutter with it. This Condé Nast book has very thick pages. Kind of like the picture of the row of umbrellas at the pool. I think I'll keep that. Take the ends off, make it a little bit shorter. And I kind of like that. It looks relaxing. That would be fun in a edge it and put it in my personal journal. Yeah, but one day I'll have to bring out the big box and we'll just go through it and see what's in there. I have so many words. And now I have some actually slightly dirty words that I can put in their own little container. I maybe have Lady Wolf's equivalent of 75 Ziploc things because I don't really have any plastic containers or boxes to put them in right now. And I don't want to store them all in one big box because, you know, then you can't find what you want when you want it. I like to sort them by themes. I'm going to take the word comfort. And I'll take the word offering. Those over there. And I think we'll take the word pride. We'll take the whole phrase, the pride we take. That might be able to turn that into something else later. But Curly suggested storing the alphabet letters in like a drawer system. She sent me a link one time. And that is a good idea. But not something I can make happen right now. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Probably just be groups of letters in plastic bags for right now since you can see what's in them. I think I don't want her folding the shirt. I just want her head. I think I just want that part of her. We'll go with that. That part of her. She looks sort of peaceful looking down at that shirt. There you go. That'll work. Oh, just let her rip. Welcome, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Do you have a name you'd like us to call you, or would you like us to just call you by your handle? Yeah, a lot of things are canceled right now, which is no fun. But it is what it is, you know. So we're going to take all the words on this page, I think, because I like the word sensations. We've got new place, dreams, and just the word new. So I'll cut those all apart later. And I'm going to try and tear this just above. This will give me a stock of images of like for a summer journal of the umbrellas and beaches or pools that I can use, and I'll like that later on. It's not a bad thing to have. I do try to cut them down a little bit though, because at this size it won't fit on the. But that's not bad. I like the torn ones for my personal journal. I just put them on the pages and. Well. Okay, aka Patty Davidson. All right, thank you. Welcome, Patty. We're glad to have you. I have a cheat sheet so that because I can't always remember. That way, it just keys me in that there's a new person, and I should glance at my list so that I can welcome you properly. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get this little bit of Egypt over here because that would be fun on a personal journal, just across the top of a page. But I also do want the words here too, as well. So I've got that, and I can trim that just a little bit because I never cut anything straight. Oh, well, welcome. We like lurkers, and we like it when you're in the box. Everybody is always welcome here. We're glad to have you. Do you have any plans for this? You said sporting. I'm confused. Yeah, you said sporting events. So you like sports. It doesn't make any never mind to me, but I know that's going to make a big difference for people who watch and people who make their money from sporting events, you know, vendors. And I might keep that. That looks comfy, and I kind of like the colors. Not a big pink person, but it's kind of boho. If you throw in a little chocolate brown in there, I think I might be real happy. Let's see. Nothing terribly exciting on that page. I don't necessarily, I like the word season. I might be able to use that in a journal, you know, around season change. And I like the 365. So I'll keep all of these and I'll cut them apart, you know, later when I'm fine tuning this stuff. This is just my first, you know, and I don't always keep everything that I cut out. Later on, I might be like, why did I do that? And we'll take this lady because we can use her head for the mix and match face thing that we've been talking about doing. So we'll do that. Oh, well, I'm glad you got to follow the college tournaments. That's a bummer then for you, most especially because you really like it. It won't make any difference to me because I don't ever watch sports. It's just not who I am. But, you know, it's going to be a loss for the players, a loss for the venues, a loss for the fans themselves. So that will be no fun down the line. It's beyond. It goes beyond just being inconvenienced. It has, you know, big financial repercussions for all of this. Okay, I think I like this picture right here. These two people. I'm gonna try and get that one out of there. This right here, I like that. And then there's a guy down here with a hat and a little parrot, so I think I'll keep that. I try not to be flippant about it because, you know, I don't like sports, so, you know, no big for me. But I recognize that that's going to have a big economic impact, and it has a big impact in the lives of people who are, you know, who that's a big deal for them. Well, I like the phrase "without a care in the world." So, and it's not just that, you know, it's concerts and in sports and the Cove. I think that sounds kind of ominous if you use it correctly. That could be fun. Oh, I like finding your best self. And I'll take all sorts of moments as well. Those could be fun later. And of course, we're going to take the words "paradise is calling." And then I saw, you know, I'm sure everybody knows Jennifer Jennifer Dalton. She had made a post, you know, this is affecting her family in a way I hadn't even considered. The ports are closed where she lives in Georgia. I'm going to take that. And a lot of her family works on the docks and stuff, unloading the trailers and the ships. And they're out of work right now. I know. I wasn't expecting it to be this much. I picked up both of these because of the wide glossy pages. And I saw a couple of ads, you know, in them. I actually just looked through one. And then I picked up the other one because they only had two. And so I just grabbed up the other one because I liked what I saw in the first one. And I figured, you know, most of the time it holds true for... Ooh, that's fun. I think I'm going to keep that. We'll cut off the top of this because I don't want the words. And then we'll just trim it down a smidge. But I have gotten so lucky, knock on some wood over here, with images in the last few magazines. I've had really good hauls out of them. So I have a second one that I'll go through another day, but I'm actually pretty happy with this. This is a you know, one of those best of editions. So I'm going to take, there's some lavender over here. I want to take that. Must have. That's pretty good. That'd look good in a journal, wouldn't it? Fit right up against the side of a page. But it was like a fairy tale over here. I like those words. And then I think I'm going to take just this part over here with the window. I think I'll take that. And I'll figure out a way to cut it down. But it's a pretty window. They look pretty happy. I think I might keep them too. I think I'll keep all of them. They look sweet. What are you up to, Jamie? Have you been making things, or what's going on out there in Arizona? Kind of miss it a little bit. Not that I don't like being here, but you know, you get used to a place. Even though Arizona wasn't my favorite place in the whole world. I can honestly say that I do kind of miss it a little bit. Have you been going out thrifting at all? I love the thrift stores that you took us to. I hope we get a chance to come back and do a few more. I really enjoyed that. That's kind of fun. The sale went pretty good. Quite a bit left over, but you know, it was a pretty big sale, to be honest. And I'm going to take Natural Majesty here, but I think I want what's on the other side more than I want the observatory on this side. Oh, I cut through it. Nope. I wanted this little picture of the castle with the snow, but I cut into it. So, and I don't think I want the observatory. You know what? I think I might be able, I think I have an idea. I think I just got an idea. We'll see. Oh, 50% off for savers. That's nice. A coupon for 50% off because you don't have to go on Monday then. And be subject to the Monday crowds. That's my least favorite part. I love getting the 50% off on Mondays. But I do not love the crowds. I'm going to take luxury. Because we all know I'm not really... Ooh. I got True Adventure. Nice. And then I think I'll keep these two people running all over here. I could do a whole book of summer right now. Okay. I'll keep the words cruise and report. I probably will not use them together. But cruising is the thing you associate with summer, so I might need that. Kind of like the picture of that little boat right there. I think I'll keep that one too. Okay. We'll take Falling in Love with France. And do I want the woman in the orchard or more beach chairs? I think I'll take the woman in the orchard because I've got a couple of beach chair themes now from here. And I like the little windows right there. I think I am doing a whole lot of nothing this weekend unless Bima decides she needs to go out. It's not really my thing. So. I feel like I have to, even though they're being mushy. Kind of a classic scene, isn't it? All right. And we'll take Extraordinary Moments Made to Keep. Since I already tore off the other side, we'll just tear this side too. And Nothing I Can't Live Without on that. Ooh, we'll take Elevate Your Dreams. And I will definitely keep the little house in the water. That's fun. Try not to rip off the roofs. Go here. But we'll only go to there because I want to cut off Elevate Your Dreams. Yay. Okay, and then we'll rip the sides off here. Because they never fit if you don't tear off a little bit of the whole thing. There we go. And you're just gonna, yeah, it is nice just to stay home. I like going out, but again, then I'm out and I'm like, oh, people. But you know what? If I don't get out every now and then, it does not help my depression. For depression, you really have to get out and do things. It's one of the, it's hard to do when you're feeling like that, because your natural instinct is, if I don't want to go out and deal with anything, I'm tired, I just want to lay here and do nothing. But I found if I actually make myself get up and go, it does help, even though I'm not a big fan of people. I'm going to take the word spell and fall under. I don't necessarily need India's, but I like the rest of that. And then I think I'm going to take this people with the packages and stuff, because they look like they're having fun. But everybody's different. So what works for me might be the opposite of what somebody else needs. I'm not saying everybody who has depression should force themselves to leave the house. You work out what's best for you. I just find that when I'm depressed, even when I don't, because I get so depressed, I'll just lay in bed and do nothing. But I make myself, even if it's just one thing, make myself get up and do something. And then when I'm up to it, I definitely make myself go out and go places, because, and it could be something just as simple as being out in the sunlight that makes the difference. But it's also the sense of accomplishment that comes with, I went out and I did some things. And so, however hard it is, it does help me. I don't know if it would help anybody else. I don't 100% like that picture. And you can't tell what that is. Oh, but I got to keep the old man face, don't I? Look at that. That is a wizened face right there. Wizened. I have to keep him. Yeah, because in your head you make it worse, right? Because I'm anxious as well. Depression is my underlying issue, but I'm extremely socially anxious, and I just experience anxiety. And you make it worse in your head until you go out and you realize, hey, this is actually kind of nice. And so that's good. But it's hard to get there sometimes, I'll be honest with you. The struggle is real. Not exactly the best happy conversation, is it? Oh, I like this one here. I think those are little beekeeper things. Might be a graveyard, though. I don't know. I'm going to keep it. I think it's little beekeeper boxes. I was housebound for a while too, and panic, anxiety, depression, all of that plays in that. I kind of like that picture. I might figure out a way to use that in a journal. I just really like it's a nice image. And if you can get yourself to go out, or if you can just focus on one thing, like maybe it's clean one closet or clean a drawer, or to work your way through it like that, where it's a little bit at a time. I'm going to keep this. I'm probably just going to cut out this guy on this in here, and maybe this one up here, but I'll keep them all for now. You never know. I'm agoraphobic, Lady Wolf.
Yeah, I am.
It's not a contest.
Yes.
No, it's not. Silly. But Els and I both, and we kind of bolster each other up, and we shove ourselves out of the house. But it's hard. And I went through a phase where I didn't leave my house for a couple of years. I'm going to take all of those too. Look at that. 5. You didn't leave your house for 5 years at one point? We've all been there. well, not everybody in the whole world, but from 82 to 89. Oh, that's good, Janie. I'm glad you've been panic free for that long. It's still a struggle for me, but I don't have the same feeling like I did when I just literally, I could not leave the house. I could not bring myself to do it for a good long time. And I was so unhappy. I'm glad that it's not like that anymore. But it's still a struggle for me to get myself out of the house some days.
You should see her trying to find her shoes.
You know what? I think I'm missing a shoe right now. I gotta find it before you want to go somewhere at some point. And I'm like, I can't go. I don't know where my shoes are. She'll be like, yeah, right. And then I'll be like, I really don't know where that shoe is. They have to blindfold you till you get to a store. Do you not like car travel, or is it just that hard? I know my grandma was a hardcore agoraphobic. She didn't leave her house for almost 22 years at one point. And there's a lot of good pictures in here this time. I'm taking all of those. I mean, I won't use 100% every one, but at least 3 pictures on every page is talking to me. I am in love with this magazine right now. Now, this is a best of, so the next one may not be so great. But I'm loving the images I'm getting out of here today.
Bragger.
I am a bragger. I'm a magazine image bragger. I confess, but I'm also going to keep these windows separate from the boy. I like them. Right. I get it, JD. Yeah, Janie, good point. Good point. You're the only driver. That makes it even harder. But it also forces you to go out and doesn't let you fall into that habit. And we're not. You have to do what works for you, Lady Wolf. And that's one of those things that you kind of have to work through at your own pace. What works for me and what works for Janie or JD might not work for you at all. It is important to take the steps that work for you. But hopefully, hearing that we did get through it eventually, all of us have at some point, and even my grandma, 22 years. But when she had her first great grandchild, my oldest daughter, that's what broke her out of it. She came to see her very first great grandchild, and that's what finally got her out of the house. And she even got on a plane, which was another issue for her. So that was a big thing for her. And I didn't realize it at the time because I was very young then. I was only 17 when I had my first child. I didn't realize what a big deal that was for her. But I do now that I've had my own issues. I really like that image a lot. Hiss, Curly, hiss. You're coming in at the tail end of a Condé Nast travel magazine. This is the last page, so we'll cut that spine right off there. And I think I want to keep the lady with the palm tree. Whoop, nope, I can't. I just ripped right through her. Whoopsie. But I'll take the palm trees. I'll take those palm trees right there. I tore right through the lady. I might have had a jealous moment about her skinny body. It is. It's a horrible, horrible feeling, Janie. You're right. And everybody who says, well, you just have to. Well, that's what worked for me is I started like with a drawer, with a cupboard, and I would do those things. And I worked up to leaving the house. Oh, my parents were not happy. My parents were not happy in any way about that. But stuff happens, live and learn. Okay, so we have been on for 49 minutes. I can start another magazine, but we may not get to finish it today. But I'm going to pile up all these magazines because now I've got this huge pile of, and put some of the bigger images to the back. I'm keeping some of these whole pages right now that have the multiple images, and I'll fine tune that in another session. This was a very fun magazine to cut images out of. And I got quite a stack. Look at all that. That's all out of that one magazine. So, not too shabby. I do a lot of online shopping, and that's one way I allowed myself. You got married at 18 for the first time. I got married at 17 for the first time for all the wrong reasons, and it didn't last. And neither of us was happy. Having a kid is a shitty reason to get married. I know it has worked out for some people, but for me, so these are our choices for the next one to start. We can do the allure or the photography for beginners. I'll let you guys choose.
Photography.
We're not you guys. I'm right with you, Janie. I missed a big chunk of life by being stuck in the house. Lady Wolf votes for photography. Any other voters for photography? Wow, JD, that is awesome. It's nice to find someone that you can be with for that long. But making a list for yourself and making yourself go out and get it, that's a good start. That is awesome. I am so proud of you. I think that is amazing. So we're going to go with photography then. Hi, Queen Bee. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I'm going to peel the sticker. No, there's not. There's just the thing under there, so I don't need to. I'm going to take these little pictures down here. Holy cow, the cover is thick on this thing. We'll take the word beginners. The cover on this is so super thick. It's amazing. And it's really, really glossy. So I'm going to take those pictures right along the bottom there. Those would be good along the side of a journal page, I think. Oh, that's a good plan. I mean, if it hurts you guys to do that, I can totally understand that. And I think that sometimes marriage isn't the right thing for everybody. Nice, Curly, that you met your soulmate. That is beautiful. And I mean that. I'm not being, I think that's amazing when you find somebody that you feel is just right for you. I think that's perfect. We'll take the word welcome. We'll take the word beginners again. And who knows, we might want a giant camera. We'll take that one too. I hope they have a bigger one of this. I like that picture a lot. I'll have to figure out something to put over the words, though. I do not like the words right in the middle. And this one I'll just cut off where the words are. And I think I'll try and cut these apart. These are nice big letters. All right. Oops, let me take that off there. I cut through the T, so we won't be able to keep that. It did cut through right through the middle of that. Okay, so there we got some letters. But you like him, and that's important. I think that's very important, JD. It's what you guys feel for each other. Your dad is 93. Wow. Today I sort of rested after being awake for, whoa, 29 hours is a long time to be awake. That is not good for your health. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It does happen to be what we're talking about at the moment, but that doesn't mean it will be the only thing we talk about today. Ooh, I like this picture right here. I'm going to take that one. I like it a lot. This one has really big words in it. That is pretty amazing. Just getting started with. I like the picture of all the pencils. Figure out how to make that work. I like that one right there. All right, lady. Well, have a great day. We loved having you here, and I hope we'll see you back again. Good luck with your dinner, and I hope it's delicious. I'm going to take the word essential and then tips and tricks. Okay. I suppose I'll take the word composition as well. Okay. And a big pile of trash right there. You're going to live to be 100. Very funny. Very funny. Okay. Take this little picture over here. Oops, I put that in the wrong place. I'll definitely take the word essential unless there's something better on the other side. And there's not. But I am going to take the word shoes from the other side. Now the cover was super thick and glossy. These pages are more matte feeling, so I like that. I do like it. And we'll take shoes right there. And probably the phrase getting started. Nope, because I cut a little bit of it off. Bad me. I'll take the word shoot and the word first. Actually, for now, since I'm not having good cutting skills today, I'll just take the whole thing and I'll pull those words off later. Take this whole thing at the top right here. I'm going to cut out a section of this with all the daisies on it because I really like daisies. And you know I'm taking that big flower right there. 100% taking that. Got it. And I'll probably take the picture of her laying down, taking the picture. That's kind of fun. I just want the word altar from here. Those are all blurry, so they're not worth having. I'm going to take the word understand and the word balance. And even though they're a little blurry, I am going to take the chessboard. I think that might be a good one. Ooh, more of them. Yay. Let's see. I got a bunch of stencils in the mail today. Oh, I think I missed something. Okay, let me roll back up a little bit. Any pet stories? You got a bunch of stencils in the mail. China Post. We got some yesterday, JD. We did the same thing. Alice got some for her shop. I asked her if she was going to lick the package. Wish is more deceptive than... Yeah, sometimes I feel like that, yeah. I have no experience with Yorkie, so I can't comment on that. But I am definitely going to take these two pictures of the chessboards, at least portions of them. Those will be fun in some collages later. And I don't want anything to do with the car. We'll choose the right times, though. And the word stunning. I might be able to use that in a collage at some point, so I'll keep that. Because the paper is the kind of quality, it's not the glossy kind. I could write right over some of these. Oh, yay, the colored pencils are here. Woo-hoo. Okay, I'm going to take this. And the bigger one. I'll trim that up later. And we'll take the word effects. I'll breathe new life into. Take that phrase. Yes, share stories. This is a perfect place to share some stories. I like it when you guys do that. I'm going to take both these pictures too. It's a fun image. And we'll take the black and white one as well. Figure it out. We want to take the word perspectives. And I'll take the word different as well. There we go. And then I think we are hitting just over an hour, so I think we're going to call it quits at this point. And I will come back tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Okay, so that's where we are in that magazine, and we still have quite a bit to go. But I did want to go by. If are any of you coming to the inaugural, at long last, Mixed Media Mayhem, the Journaling by Fives game? I wanted to go over it real quick because it's going to be a little bit different than the Mixed Media Mayhem or the Macabre Mixed Media that we've been doing, which is just like it's more or less like Stacy's but creepier. This is just a mixed media game. You can make it creepy if you want. Let me dump all this stuff out. I haven't quite finished it up. I was rolling some ideas by Els last night. So I think most of the people that come in are familiar with Journaling by Fives. The traditional one is 5 prompts. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. So 5 prompts or 5 steps, 10 prompts, 2 per step. 15 is how many minutes you have, and 20 is how many pages you're working on. To try and fit it into about an hour and a half, I'm going to cut it down to 10 pages, and we're just going to do one side. So it will take 2 sessions of the game to finish it. I'm going to use glued together book pages this time out of a Harry Potter book, because that's what I have over here on my left, right, or on my right now. So I have the things written out here, and I thought I'd just, so that you know, we're going to have 5 cards for each step, and we'll choose 2 cards at random for each one. You still groom your own poodle. So we're going to have 5 cards for each step. And we'll choose 2 because there are 2 prompts per step. So for texture, which is we'll start with background. The first step is always background. So our choices on the cards will be these right here. It'll be one of these choices, and we'll choose 2 cards. So we'll get 2 from this list, which is acrylic paint. Number 2 is pastels, whether you use the traditional crayons or the pan pastels. Number 3 is charcoal. 4 is ink, and 5 is gelatos or the gelato type crayons. And then once we've done the background with the 2 steps, and I figured we'll do, instead of 15 minutes, we'll break it down to 10 minutes. Since we're only doing 10 pages, I thought, we could go a whole minute a page. Woohoo, living dangerously. So step 2 would be texture, and our choices for texture are these things here. So we got collage, book pages or music, decoupage, napkins, tissue, or sewing patterns. Texture paste is one of the options. And then I'm not going to include this one. So we'll take this one out, and we're going to put this one over here. So this is 4 and 5. 4 is going to be collage, maps, or phone book pages. And I don't have a phone book right now, so I'll be doing maps. And then the other one is to hold on. Oh, it's to add string, like not heavy string, but like sewing thread or something to the page, cheesecloth or gauze, something that you can add that will be thinner, that will still add texture to the page. And then step 3 is pattern. So the choices on the cards will be stamps, stencils, border strips or stamps. You know, you can get the border strips out of, if you have paper pads, a lot of times they come with border strips that you don't use. So you'll have a choice of either border strips or border stamps. The 4-step for pattern would be to take a heavier weight string or twine or even rubber bands and dip them in paint and use them to paint on your paper. And then bubble wrap is the other choice for pattern. For your focal points, there's the traditional magazine images, magazine words, quote. If you're worried that quote may come up, maybe you want to take today or tomorrow if you're going to participate and make up a quote out of your words or your letters, just to have one in reserve just in case. 4 is add assemblage pieces, and 5 is a Franken collage. So those will be on the cards, and we'll draw 2 at random. And then the last one is detail. So this is the doodling stage. So I have paint pens, markers, washi tape, a charcoal, or you could also use an ink pen, you know, like one of those Stabilo, not Stabilo, but you know, one of the I just can't get there today. Or pre-made ephemera stickers to add in a little bit of details. These would be smaller pieces, not huge things. So I don't know if anybody's going to play tomorrow, but I will be on. We're going to start this. Tomorrow is Saturday. What time do Els? Do we have any plans for tomorrow? Is there anything that we need to go do that would affect the time that you don't know? Or you don't?
Go find more
Calendars? Okay. So afternoon, like late afternoon, you think would be good? Okay, so I'm gonna come on at 5 p.m. Pacific. That's 6, 7, and 8 across the country. For our first round of Mixed Media Mayhem, a Journaling by Fives game. So that is everything that I've got for today. And I hope that you guys had a wonderful time hanging out, telling your pet stories and chatting with one another. And I will see you guys tomorrow. If you are coming, you can come and watch, but I'd like, hopefully a couple of you will play along with me. I'm just going to do 10 book pages together for my pages. I'm going to glue 2 pages together and use those. And I'll do that today. So however you are spending your days or nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you deserves it. And until I see you next time in my live stream or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye. The end.